very fucking heated right now due to the fact that the original video that was supposed to be uploaded today was gonna be a makeup tutorial, but since my sister's computer decided to act a little shady towards me, I am gonna be doing a video of a story time video of how my family found out I was gay. So if you want to know the shocking story about how I turned out to be gay, just fucking stay tuned. Picture this. I forgot what grade I was in. I think I was in 6th grade at the time. It was when I lived in Arizona. I was living under my Aunt Margarita's roof. And, you know, just a casual 6th grader who watched porn on my Amazon Kindle Fire. And, you know, I didn't really know what clearing the history meant. This is the part of the story where my mom finds out I'm gay. Where my dad finds out is like a different, way more down the line. But this was during like 6th grade, and around that time. Wait, was it during 6th grade or 7th grade? It was during 6th grade because I had left Hollister to go to Arizona. So anyways, I remember my aunt wanting to use my Kindle. I think it was either for Facebook or for something else, and I wasn't really a good like secret keeper, so I was like begging her not to, and I was being very suspicious, you know. I was taking it away from her. I was like, no, you can't use it, and you know, I was just being very suspicious. And I think like
can I be part of your video?
Fuck you. And I think like she caught on to it, because next thing you know, my mother calls me, right? She calls me. And we are in my grandmother's room. And she's like, I need to talk to you about something, mijo. But in Spanish, you know, like, mijo, tengo que hablar de algo contigo. And I'm like, and I already knew. I had like the slightest feeling that I already knew that she was gonna tell me. And I was so fucking embarrassed. She was telling, and then she went on to tell me, she was like, you can't be watching that stuff. You're too young. And, you know, I just nodded and smiled, even though low-key inside I was like, homegirl, I'm still gonna watch it. Shit, I'm gonna fucking do it in the future anyway, so what's stopping me? But anyways, continuing on with the story, long story short, it's not really interesting. My aunt outed me to my mother. Thanks a lot, Tia. I still love you. Anyways, now on to the part where I came out to my father. Well, that's the interesting thing. I didn't come out to him. Once again, I was outed. This happened around 2016, I think, if I remember correctly. And I had just gone out of school. My mother came to pick me up, and you know, I got in the car. She seemed pretty distressed about something, and I was like, oh my god, either a family member is just sick or she's just being dramatic. So when she looks at me, you know, she looks a little scared, as if I'm gonna get mad or something. And she was like, mijo. I just sat there and I was like, yeah? Like, what's up? And she was like, no te enojas conmigo. Like, don't get mad with me, you know? And I was like, okay, what? And she was like this. Dije a tu padre que tú no eres normal. Like, she told my dad that I wasn't normal. And I was like, what do you mean? And then she basically told me that she had accidentally outed me. And the reason why she accidentally outed me to my dad was because I guess they were watching the news or something, and he saw something about lesbian couples, something about marriage legality, and I think it was during 2016. I'm not sure, 2015. And I guess my dad made he made a dad noise, as a lot of my friends put it with their parents. A dad noise, like, And so my mom was like, oh, like, do you have a problem with that? And I guess my dad was telling her, like, oh, no, I don't have a problem with that, this and that. And I guess out of like, irritation, my mom was like, oh, well, do you know that your son's like that? And I think in that moment, that's when she was like, oh, shit. I just outed my son to his father. And when she told me, oh, my God, dude, I was so terrified to go home. Just because I did not know how my dad was going to react. I didn't know if he was going to accept me. I didn't know if he was going to be like, oh, get out of the house or something. Because, you know, my dad, he's a very loving man. And, He is so kind. He is so nice. However, he is very Mexican. I'm gonna put it out there. And he's the kind of father that always wanted his son to do this, like do the welding with him, do this with that. But he was also the kind of father who was, as long as his kid was happy, then he was happy. So I was a little like mixed emotions about, you know, going back home with him. So once I got home, I had sat on my bed, you know. I was on my phone waiting for him to get home to hopefully confront me or something. And, you know, I was ready for anything. I was ready for any case scenario that was going to happen. And next thing you know, I hear a stroke pull in. My heart starts racing. I am the most terrified that I have ever been. And he walks in, you know. He walks in to my room. And that's where I turned around. And I was like, in my head, I was like, please, God, don't let my father hate me. Don't let him not like me, you know. That was one of my worst fears. And he just sits down on the bed and starts talking to me. And he says, I'm going to say in Spanish and I'll translate it to English. He was like, ¿Te gustan las mujeres, mijo? Like, he asked if I like women. And I just sat there, like, dumbfounded by the question. And I was just looking at him and looking down and looking at him. And it was quiet for a couple minutes until, like, I finally, like, had the guts to, like, take whatever's out of my throat, and I just said, no, I don't like women. And that's where my heart just dropped, because I got so scared. And then he just told me, I'm going to say in English, because in Spanish, I can't talk Spanish at all. He told me that I am his son, and no matter what, no matter how I am, no matter who I want to be, he's always going to love me for me. Because as long as I'm happy, then he's going to be happy. And to me, like, my heart just felt so relieved, you know. Like, I don't have to hide the secret, even though we all know it wasn't really a secret. Because, like, I was a little faggy since, like, I was born. So, like, but you know what I mean, guys. You know what I mean. It was pretty terrifying. And I am very glad that both my parents accepted me for who I am. Because, like, I know that a lot of kids, teenagers, they get out of their houses, they get disowned, they don't get talked to, and that was one of my worst fears. When I came out to my siblings, that was a completely different story. They were like, bitch, we knew. Like, we been know. It's like, okay, like, y'all can act surprised, the fuck. And my friends, they all fucking knew. It was no secret that I like dick, alright? Everybody knew that I like penis. Like, everyone knew that I was allergic to vagina. Like, no, it was no secret, but, like, it would have been nice for people to act a little bit surprised. Come on, really? It's like one of my friends, everyone, who was it? I had a friend from Arizona. He came out on Facebook, and I was like, everyone was like, oh my god, we didn't know, and I was like, fuck you, Kevin. Bitch, that wasn't fair, you know, because he was a pixie, let's just say that. But anyways, I know it wasn't really an interesting story. This was a quick video. And my mom's part about me coming out to her, well, her finding out that I'm gay, that was a little shorter because, you know, it happened so fast. My aunt basically outed me to her. I'm not mad about it because, you know, what am I gonna do about it? Like, I was a little kid. She didn't know if I like penis or not. I mean, how are you not gonna know if I like dick if I'm watching gay porn? Let's just put it like that, okay? I was a little kid. I was experimenting. I didn't know anything. Whereas with my dad, that one was a little bit more of an emotional situation for me. Down to coming out to my dad, it was a little more emotional. Oh, I just exposed my background. It was a little more emotional just because, you know, I didn't know what to expect. So when it came down to my mom, I already knew she was going to be forgiving. She was going to be accepting of me. But like I said before, most kids don't really have the opportunity to be accepted by their parents. And, you know, I'm just very lucky that I was. I'm very lucky. And I'm just so grateful that, I mean, even though a few friends, not saying names, they stopped hanging out with me because I am the way I am, which is gay. I don't see the problem with that. But I guess everyone is entitled to their own opinion. They're living their lives. I'm living mine. They're happy. I'm happy. I have my friends. I have my family supporting me by my side. So that's all that matters. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this story time. I know it is like a little rushed. I'm sorry, but you know, you guys already know the case as to why. But thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you next week for my next video. So, bye bye!